Mr. Mazuhanishvili, thank you for joining us on CGTN. Last year, you led a team to China to film a documentary on China-Georgia friendship. What inspired this project? In what ways could this documentary contribute to mutual understanding between different communities?
First of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to participate in your program. To be honest, I have been interested in China since childhood and have always admired your rich history. 2 years ago, I had the idea to make a documentary about the friendship between Georgia and China. The People's Republic of China was one of the first states to recognize Georgia's independence, establish diplomatic relations with our country, and open an embassy in Tbilisi, which gave a strong impetus to the further development of historical and cultural relations between our countries. Our countries have a lot in common. Georgia also has a very rich history. Many factors unite us. Valuing traditions, special respect and love for family, respect for elders. I tried to show all this in my film, which turned out to be incredibly emotional, and I think I succeeded. The premiere of the film has already taken place in Tbilisi. Now we are working on completely translating the film and dubbing into Chinese. And I'm looking forward to organizing the premiere in China.
Georgia's cinema enjoys international acclaim. Last year, the Georgian National Film Center debuted at the Shanghai International Film Festival. Are there any plans to showcase more Georgian films in China? And can we expect to see Chinese films to be featured in Georgia?
Actually, last year, Georgian National Film Center was present at the Shanghai Film Festival, and as far as I know, they plan to return this year as they established good relations there and had a positive market experience overall. China and Chinese culture are of great interest to us, so we are eager to explore more opportunities for connections. Georgian National Film Center aims to strengthen its relationship with the Chinese Film Administration, as a direct co-production between our countries would be a great success. Last year, we hosted the Chinese Film Administration in Tbilisi and organized a week of Chinese cinema. And we are eager to continue slow casting Chinese films to Georgian audience.
In July 2023, China and Georgia jointly established strategic partnership. Over the past year, what progress has been made in trade and new energy? Looking ahead, which sectors do you see deeper cooperations in?
We believe Georgia needs greater diversification, more opportunities, and dedicated efforts to elevate its economy to the biggest level. Economic support, investment, trade, development, and development of the middle corridor with Chinese assistance are invaluable. And to answer your question, over the past 5 years alone, Georgia and China have managed to increase bilateral trade by 60%, which is a significant leap in such a short period. Especially considering the global challenges during these years, we believe there is still much more for further growth, given the increasing popularity of Chinese goods in Georgia, particularly of Chinese electric vehicles, solar panels, furniture, and many others.
Georgia was among the early supporters of the Belt and Road initiatives. Last year, Georgian wine, spices, and other specialty products sparked interest at the China International Import Expo. How do you see the market for Georgian products in China?
The Georgian economy is progressing very rapidly. Over the past 4 years, we have achieved an average economic growth rate of around 10%. Which is a remarkable result. Not only traditional sectors such as winemaking, but also relatively new industries for Georgia, like IT, informational technologies, are advancing at an impressive pace. The middle corridor is a key component of the Belt and Road initiative, enhances the potential by streaming trade and reducing costs, making Georgian products more competitive. Georgia's early support of the Belt and Road Initiative has further facilitated cooperation, promoting infrastructure development and trade connectivity. So free trade agreements between the two nations have reduced trade barriers, and ongoing infrastructure projects such as Anaklia Deep Sea Port are set to improve trade efficiency. Reports from organizations like the World Bank also highlighted the high potential for increased trade via the middle corridor. This combination of unique products, growing market demand, and also the strengthening trade frameworks creates a highly favorable environment for Georgian goods in China.
In May last year, the China-Georgia visa exemption agreement for ordinary passport holders officially took effect. What impact has this policy had on strengthening China-Georgia relations? And do you anticipate additional measures regarding tourism, cultural and educational exchanges?
I would say this was one of the essential steps between our countries to build a strong relationship on the extent not only at the political level but also at the people-to-people level. Simplified travel has also encouraged business and interactions, leading to increased trade and closer economic cooperation. Cultural exchange programs, academic collaborations, and artistic exchange have been promoted, enriching both nations. Looking ahead, further enhancements could include expanding direct flights, routes, and frequencies, increasing educational exchange programs and university partnership, and organizing cultural and festival and language programs, holding trade fairs and business forums, and providing more online resources in both Georgian and Chinese language. These measures would further deepen cultural trade and educational exchanges, building upon the strong foundation created by the visa exemption agreement.